Well, welcome everyone to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, as we'll see the best and the brightest young players in the NBA face off with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan.
You know, Kevin, this is always a nice way to set the stage for the All-Star game. Kind of an All-Star game on training wheels, if you will. The beginning stages of what's to come down the road.
Well put, Special.
Yeah, I like that.
What do you think about that, Steve?
I like that a lot. But yeah, I think you're right, Clark. We're going to see a lot of these players in this game move on and play in the real deal, the showcase event, the All-Star game down the road.
Now a chance to check out our State Farm starting lineups. First for the Stars. Big Dog is out there with Iman Shumpert. And manning the middle, a champion in his lone season at Kentucky. And the 2012 #1 pick overall, shot blocker extraordinaire, Anthony Davis. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Robinson in at the 4. And for the elites, Tony Wroten out there with Kemba Walker. And they've got Vucevic, the sweet-shooting 7-footer out of USC, in at the center. Then there's Harrison Barnes, and it's Faried in at the 4 spot.
Not many know how the selection process works for the rosters of these teams. It is actually the assistant coaches from around the league who do the voting to decide who represents the rookies and the sophomores.
Just to add to the selection process, Clark, you just talked about with the assistants making the move, you know, it just makes sense, Steve, don't you think, to have the assistant coaches get their say in this roster? They study the game as closely as anyone.
Well, Kevin, to use kind of a Clark Kellogg type analogy, I mean, if you're going to do the cooking, I mean, don't you want to be able to buy the groceries?
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of 5 feet.
Well, you've got to appreciate the effort he brings when he steps onto the court, Clark.
Yeah, we've all seen the player who doesn't like to get their nose dirty. I mean, that's not him by any stretch of the imagination. He's not interested in how he looks. He doesn't want to be out there profiling. He's out there to hoop. And, you know, this Rising Stars Challenge, really one of my favorite events, but I think it has potential to be even better if the teams would be committed to playing more like a regular game. I understand the entertainment value. That's important. But let's be a little more committed to playing the way they typically play. And I think that would add great value because you have such tremendous talent out there, hungry, talented, impressive play.
Very well said. Very well said. Faried, a screen on Shumpert. Walker. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play. Boy, that was great. Just a fantastic dunk. Beautiful.
The crowd in the building loves it. The fans at home love it. I'd call that a juicy dunk right there. Classic.
Well, Anthony Davis is making his first appearance in the Rising Stars Challenge. He was the #1 overall pick in the draft. I'm just blown away by his size and skill. You don't often see a guy at 7 feet tall able to do the kinds of things that Davis is offensively.
Great positioning on the putback. Faried's got his second bucket.
Boy, nice tip in to salvage the points from the missed shot and made it work.
Yeah, and those second chance points, Clark, they do add up.
Yes, sir.
They sure do. That's why boxing out is so important. Defensively, you can't just let a guy get to the rim and not put a body on him.
And Davis, you know, also, Clark, very mobile. You know, he'll have a very good career because his footwork, they say, is just perfect.
Yeah, well, he grew a bunch his last couple of years in high school, so he had skills of a smaller guy, but now he has a longer, taller body. And defensively, his timing is impeccable on block shots, and I think he's only going to get better offensively.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And here's Walker. In low to Faried. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Faried's got 6.
Kevin, you look at his play throughout the first half of the season, he's really gotten the attention of some folks.
Yeah, and making believers out of the skeptics. I mean, his development has really been fun to watch.
And they're running. Wroten kicks to Faried. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Well, much like the All-Star game, the Rising Stars Challenge, not exactly the place to go if you love defense. I mean, it's much more free and easy and low stress. It tends to be a very high-scoring affair. This is really a great opportunity, Kevin, to make an impact and get some exposure.
Yeah, tons of promise, but he's played limited minutes this season, so you're starting to get a look at what he's capable of.
Dishes it to Davis. Here's Big Dog. Just 5 on the clock. The 15-footer, good. Big Dog's got his second bucket of the night. Going back to Clark, what you were saying, it's not uncommon to see scores up in the 140s or even higher in this game.
Yeah, last season the score was 146 to 133. And remember, that's in a 40-minute game. Can you imagine if it was a 48-minute format and you throw in an overtime? You might see both teams crack 200.
Roten dishes to Barnes. Pass to Walker. The 19-foot shot. The shot will not go.
Typically, he's pretty dependable on those open jump shots.
Here's Shumpert. Here's Robinson. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Simply said, a tremendous rebound and a tremendous dunk.
He was
T-squared.
He was a man possessed right there, Clark.
Yep.
That's the kind of energy that you always get from him night after night.
You know, guys, this Rising Stars Challenge, in my mind, is a really good opportunity for young players to make a statement and separate themselves from their peers a little bit.
Barnes passes to Roten. Shoots from the block. Here's Fareed. Hammers it home.
No time wasted getting back off the ground when he got his hands on the ball. I like that quickness of jump.
And that's the idea, right? You know, take it back up strong.
Yeah, of course. I mean, no reason to hold on to it any longer than you have to.
He feeds it to Davis. Kid Gilchrist. Back to Davis. Feeds to Kid Gilchrist. No good. Now the elites take it the other way. Going back to that recognition aspect, Clark, a very good one. I think the very fact that these players have been invited to play out of a group of, 100 is praise in itself.
No question about it.
Yeah, if you're in your first or second season, this is where you want to be. There's a lot of prestige that comes with being named to play in this game. And obviously the next step beyond this is the All-Star game.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Tom Thibodeau.
We talked a bit about the Rising Stars game, and Coach said it's been a blast. He said when you get a chance to see the work ethic and dedication of so many young players who have a bright future here in the league, you know that the NBA is going to be an incredible show in a couple of years. I really mean that. No doubt he did with the team he is leading, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
You know, it's always interesting to see who they have coach these exhibition games. I mean, in the past, some of the All-Star players would be assistants. But last year, it was assistant coaches and some NBA luminaries, including our own esteemed colleague, Steve Kerr.
And, Steve, you co-coached one of the teams last year, assistant coach the sophomores the year before that. First of all, how do you like that? How's it been working out for you?
Well, it's fun. I was in charge of the offense a year ago, and we scored 133 points, so I felt pretty good about my performance. Unfortunately, our defensive coordinator didn't quite do the job. We gave up 146, so I'm going to have to tighten up our defense this year.
Robinson misses. The Leeds trail by 5. Barnes up top, guarded by Shumpert. And Fareed throws it down.
I think that one was for the fans that didn't get to see the dunk contest last night.
Letting loose a bit and making some All-Star highlight reel clips, for sure.
Nicholson's checked in for the Stars.
And the Rising Stars Challenge, since its inception as the Rookie Challenge back in 1994, already 18 years ago, has seen a number of format changes, but always with the top young talent in the league on display.
Which I think is great. The feed to Shumpert. Shoots over Walker. And that one's good. Shumpert.
You know, for a young player, he's already made an impact during the regular season.
That's what you want as a young player. A chance to play big minutes, contribute, and learn through experience.
Now Walker still looking to get on the scoreboard. Fires at the elbow. Here's Faried. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Davis gets it to go. The Leeds trail by 7. And all in all, it's been about 4 different formats. Randomly selecting rookie teams. Then it was changed to East against West. It's had a lot of different looks.
Yeah, and then of course, you know, they're trying to mix it up. The league is to make it as competitive and as entertaining as possible. But the biggest thing is that they're just giving.
58 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Well, it never gets old to see the incredible talent on display here at All-Star Weekend.
Yeah.
And this year is no different.
Well, pretty much all of the events are a lot of fun to watch, and it's a combination of tremendous skill and entertainment. You can't beat it.
The Stars shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, you know, we've seen some great performances in this game, guys. Of course, last season, Rookie of the Year, Kyrie Irving made all 8 of his three-pointers to lead his team to victory. Another trip to the line, and he's right on the mark. He's not a guy you want to get in the habit of putting on the strike.
Roten kicks to Knight. The pass to Faried. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time. Faried's got 12.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Baseline J on the way, and that one's good. 8 points for him. Leeds trail by 13. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Knight. Rebound by the Stars. Here's Lillard. Shot is off. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Stars out in front. They lead by 13. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
No better show in town than the Clippers. Come out and join the excitement. Star attraction Big Dog, always worth the cost of admission. And with multi-game packages, it's never been more affordable. Come fly with us.
And we're back once again.
Well, you know, you always want your side to win, but I think it's pretty common that we don't see too many fouls in these games year to year.
Steve, you're exactly right. I mean, I think we usually see a few here and there because guys are also reacting based on instinct, playing the game similar to how they know how to play basketball. But aside from that, you usually aren't going to see too many whistles.
That one goes. Count. That's 7 points for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out of Kentucky, just a terrific engine inside of that young man. In a game like this where play can get a little loose and sloppy, you know, he's still focused on only one thing, and that's winning. That's a nice guy to have on your squad.
Yeah, just ask John Calipari. Shot clock at 3. Roten, no good. And the Stars leading by 15. Down low. Kidd-Gilchrist guarded by Walker. Inside and out of bounds as the Elites gain possession. And here in the Rising Stars Challenge, not a lot of defense being played, as is the norm. Not really the ideal venue for a player like Kidd-Gilchrist, Steve, who can show so much, and a game like this kind of limits him.
Well, you get the sense that a game like this one is just not his cup of tea. I mean, he wants to compete. And this is not a competitive game. This is all about just running up and down and getting easy shots. So Kidd-Gilchrist will shine under the toughest of circumstances, you know, not in an exhibition game like this one.
It's blocked. And they're moving it up to the middle. And Parsons kicks to Nicholson. Can't cash in from close range. The Leeds trail by 15. Walker dishes to Roten. Back to Walker. Left side Walker. The 3. And the shot is good. Walker's got 9.
And that's his first three-pointer, so maybe that one will get him started.
Here's Big Dog. 8 points for him. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Pass to Nicholson. Over Thompson. Nicholson with the bucket. Nicholson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Roten with it. Outside, Walker. Over Shumpert. The step back jumper is good. And 11 points now in the game for Walker. Here's Big Dog. There's the dish to Zeller. He kicks it to Shumpert. The offensive rebound. And Parsons kicks to Zeller. That is good.
2 points for Tyler Zeller.
And the Stars lead by 14.
Been a little too easy for them inside, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, Steve. I mean, they've really dictated the action in the paint. That's been their focus, and the defense hasn't mounted much resistance at all.
That's what they call the $1 million move with the 10-cent finish.
Here's Shumpert. That's good.
Basket by Iman Shumpert.
Shumpert's got his second basket of the night.
And another quick strike for them. No question which team is running the fast break better here today.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been lethal in transition, Steve. It's one of the reasons they're out in front.
Here's Parsons looking for his first bucket of the game. And Zeller kicks to Shumpert. Pass to Nicholson. Over Cantor. Snatched up. Zeller. That is good.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Now here's Roten. He's guarded closely. And it's Big Dog with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, one of the rule changes that the league has implemented recently, one of the major issues was small market team owners feeling like they couldn't compete financially. They pushed for a harder cap, and it seems like the new rules are already reining in the big spending teams a little bit.
Vucevic checked in for the Elites. And going back to the CBA's attempt to help smaller market teams, Steve, revenue sharing was also increased, which has been very beneficial.
Yeah, the total amount was actually quadrupled, which will play out over the course of the CBA. So the smaller market teams will get more help. And as the CBA goes on, the bigger market teams will be penalized more and more for exceeding that tax threshold. So it's going to be really interesting to watch it all unfold over the next few years.
And out of bounds as the Elites gain possession. Barnes, who's checked in for the Elites.
Harrison Barnes.
And so here are the Elites. 17-point game. And Walker kicks to Barnes. Thompson up top. Kicks it to Walker. Over Shumpert. The Elites with another miss.
He just hasn't been able to build any momentum in this game. He's got to find something out there.
The Elites making a switch here. Knights checked in. Here's Big Dog. He's got 8. He passes to Shumpert. Robinson up top. Clock at 6. Tipped and stolen by Knight. Passes it to Walker. Lets it go from deep. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 3 assists now in this one. Down the Stars, leading by 14. Here's Big Dog. He dishes it to Shumpert. Shoots the 3. Another shot. Elites with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Knight with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Such a wide open look. 17 points now in the game for Walker.
Fellas, they are heating up from outside now.
Yep, of their last 5 hoops, 3 of them have come from long range.
Here's Big Dog. Lets it go from the wing, and he hits the jumper for 2. Big Dog's got 10 points.
But he's got the special ability, Kevin, to make shots while being heavily guarded. And I don't know how he does it.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
Your Elite
Stars lead by 9.
46.
We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And welcome, everyone, to the All-Star Break edition of our halftime report of the Rising Stars Challenge. The Stars in front against the Elites. And offensively, just filling it up, making the pass to the open man, generating opportunities. They are piling up points in a hurry. Big Dog is their leading scorer. He's got 10 points and is putting out the effort defensively as well, making his presence felt on both ends of the floor. And for the Elites, they've really been battling. Second chance points, a major key so far. They've been the first to the ball whenever there's a missed shot. Kimball Walker has been outstanding. At the break, 21 points, and it's been bombs away from outside. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Rising Stars Challenge, where the NBA's youngest, brightest stars take the stage.
And for a lot of these young guys, their first taste of All-Star Weekend.
Yeah, nice way to get their feet wet and motivate them to make it to the big event.
Dishes it to Roten. Backing in. Vucevic to the pass to Walker. Fareed setting the pick for Walker. Gives him the lead pass. Here's Roten. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Roten's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Elites. He feeds it to Shumpert. Here's Big Dog. Shoots from the high post. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Well, Harrison Barnes out of North Carolina, very smooth offensive game. Really a jump shooter. That's his forte from the mid-range. I'd like to see him develop a post game. He's got a big, strong body. And as he develops in the NBA, I think that's an area where he can really exploit.
And that one's good. Shumpert.
Not what they drew up, but they'll take the 2 points.
Outside, Walker. Walker gets a screen from Fareed. Walker dishes to Fareed. Rebound the Stars. Robinson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And Steve, you talked about Harrison Barnes. He can shoot with range, the size to finish inside. Clark, we saw him in college, scoring bunches.
And at this level, Kevin, where defense sometimes is a real challenge, and with better players on your squad, he's going to probably put up big numbers.
Here's Roten. Feeds to Fareed. And an emphatic dunk.
He's a bit short for the power forward spot, but his great leaping ability more than makes up for it.
Here's Big Dog. 13 points in the game. The feed to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Big Dog. A 3-ball. Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. Fareed's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Roten kicks to Fareed. There's the killer 2-handed slam.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
Man, he is an absolute force when he gets near the hoop.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Robinson. Here's Davis. Rebounded by Fareed. Fareed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Walker the pass to Roten. Puts up the runner and hits. Roten's got 6 points. And the Stars have possession. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the inside. Gets it to go. And that's now 11 points for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
You know, Kevin, they were a step late on their defensive rotation, and that helped them get right to the rim.
Still Elite ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock.
Now here's Roden. He's got 6, and it's slammed in by Fareed.
Ammonia strong finish right there, partner. You hear me? That was ammonia strong.
Yeah, ripped it down with 2 hands.
That's about as high percentage as you can get.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Big Dog. 13 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. And Davis can't get it to go. The Leeds trail by 6. Outside, Walker. Good on the 13-footer.
Walker, 2 points.
Walker's got 23 points.
Now they're on a hot streak now. They can't miss and really trying to cut into this lead.
Well, it's been a fantastic comeback effort, guys, and they've actually shot their way back into this one.
Here's Big Dog. Nice shot from the wing. Big Dog's got 5 points in the quarter.
Great display of that mid-range touch right now.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking a step in and knocking down a few.
Good look. That's good.
Number
2. Big Dog's got 17.
Boy, he's been so dependable here this game, really playing well offensively.
And here is Knight. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Here's Big Dog to the paint. Here's Robinson. Good.
Thomas Robinson.
They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
Looks like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
To the inside. Here's Barnes. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Elites have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
They continue to pull down misses, and that's how they're maintaining this lead.
Yeah, well, 1 and done is the recipe for continuing to hold on to a lead. You don't want to let the other team back in it by giving them extra possession. Well, he stepped up this quarter, providing a hot hand to help carry them offensively.
Knight kicks to Fareed. Barnes. And there's the pass to Waiters. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Back to Robinson. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Thomas Robinson from Kansas, very explosive finisher. And in a wide open game like this one, you expect to see him put down some highlight reel jams before it's all said and done.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Robinson in the Rising Stars Challenge, certainly one of the up-and-coming stars, Clark, in this rookie class.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. A player you figured would be able to have an impact in the league right away with his strength and toughness and solid character, and that's just what he's done.
Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Knight.
Offensively, just hammering away in the paint.
And that's 10 straight points inside, too.
Big Dog. He's got 19. Nicholson kicks to Shumpert. Barnes grabs the miss.
I think he's been fighting his shot a little bit. He's not getting many of them to drop right now.
Knight. And the shot is good.
And all 10 of their last points have come inside the paint, so defensively you've got to make an adjustment.
Yeah, and you got to do a little more to stop it, too. I mean, it's coming way too easy for him. At some points, you just got to buck up and say it's not going to happen.
There's 45 seconds left in the third. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And for a point guard, you love LUV, that finish. Wow.
Yeah, he's really been able to get off his feet and sky. Something to watch.
Incredible athleticism, both laterally and vertical.
Shumpert dishes to Robinson. And he converts the layup. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, if their plan was to keep going inside a ton, it sure has paid off. I mean, it seems like every bucket they get is in the lane.
Well, no reason to take an outside shot if you're scoring at will from inside the paint.
The Elites have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Brandon Knight.
And that one falls for Knight. The Stars with the lead. They set the pick. Here's Lillard. The shot misses. The Elites go the other way with it. Poke loose. Here's Fareed. The shot is off.
I think we've seen the defensive intensity start to ramp up a little bit.
Yeah, I think so, Steve. A little more effort here as the game has progressed.
Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. The Elites pull it in. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barnes kicks to Roten. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. To tie it up. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Well, it's been a long battle, but they have finally gotten the game even again.
Yeah, you wonder, though, I mean, battling back like that sometimes can give you a mental edge, but other times maybe you've used too much energy to get all the way back, so we'll see.
Walker the pass to Roten. Back to Walker to take the lead. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
Guys, Kemba Walker, the blazing fast guard out of UConn, last year as a rookie, he led this game in assists, putting up a double-double with 10 points and 10 dimes. He's an outstanding scorer, too. Excellent balance and really good footwork. We'll see which way he leans this time around.
The dish to Robinson. Here's Big Dog. He kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Robinson. Count the bucket.
And going back to Kemba Walker, you know, he's got great quickness off the dribble. Some players slow down with the ball in their hands. He seems to speed up, and that tempo-changing game really allows him to be deceptive offensively.
The jumper from the free throw line is good. Walker's got 29.
You've got to love this team's grit. After trailing early, they have fought all their way back here.
You know, they could have gotten down on themselves when they were down earlier, but I like the fact they never gave up, guys. Boy, this is a shooting exhibition, guys. I mean, he's not wasting any of his chances.
Down low, Barnes kicks it to Vucevic. Pass to Barnes. 5 on the clock. The Elites need to get off a shot. Here's Roten. Rebound the Stars.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
Lillard misses.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Right side to Walker. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Here's Fareed. And it's good on the way in. Fareed's got 20 points.
Well, when he came out of college, the one thing he knew with Kenneth Fareed was he was going to give you a lot of hustle. Great rebounder at Morehead State, and he brought that into the league with him. He attacks the ball, he attacks the glass, plays hard on every possession.
That's just the kind of player he is. It's in his nature. He can't help but hustle after missed shots, and he's willing to battle for rebounds and loose balls with anybody. There's no backing down with Fareed. Here's Walker. Rebounded by the Stars. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Passes it to Lillard. Stuffs it through.
You let him get to the rim, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You deserve that.
He's more than capable. You're right, Clark, of providing some great highlight reel material.
Yes, sir.
And for a point guard to finish like that, I mean, that is just special.
Walker with it. Lillard picks him up. Outside, Walker. He passes to Fareed. Knocks it loose. And it ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Clock at 4. Walker. And the jumper falls for him. Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
Kevin, that's exactly the kind of shot you want off the inbounds play.
Right side Davis. Off the drop step. Goes up. And the basket good.
Davis for 2.
And the Stars lead by 2.
Nice touch near the hoop.
Now Roten. Fareed setting the pick for Roten. He dishes it to Vucevic. Right side to Walker. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Walker's got 12 points in just the second half. Dishes to Lillard. Shoots. Here's Davis. And their work on the board pays off with the second chance points.
Well, you're not going to get a more high-quality look than that. Terrific offensive rebound there.
He feeds it to Roten. Backing down. Barnes. Outside, Walker. Feeds it to Barnes. Shoots over Kid Gilchrist. Here's Fareed. Misses in close. Now the Stars with it. The lead is 2. And Lillard kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Big Dog. Makes the alley-oop pass. Blows the alley-oop jam.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Roten kicks to Walker. Nails the 16-footer. Walker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Soft defense right there. Way too soft.
Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Roten. The Stars also with the sub. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Lillard. Wasted no time on that one.
Well, we know he can run hot or cold, but I like the way he's playing today.
Outside, Walker. Right side to Walker. Fareed, a screen on Shumpert. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Robinson guarded by Walker. And that one's good. Shumpert. The Leafs trail by 4. Knight with it. Six to shoot. Goes up on the high post. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Out of bounds. The Elites take possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
Now here's Fareed, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. They get a hand on it. Walker dishes to Knight. Shot clock at 6. And there's the feed to Barnes. Over Kid Gilchrist. Another miss by the Elites. And the Stars leading by 4. Big Dog. No good. Walker with some nice D. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. And here we go. The pass to Davis from 12 feet out. And good on the basket. Booking. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
They continue to barrel their way inside. And when's the defense going to adjust?
Well, I'm asking the same question myself, partner. I mean, that's 8 points out of their last 10 coming inside.
Here's Walker. Robinson pulls it in. The dish to Kid Gilchrist. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He's got 14 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
I'll say, I mean, defensively, he's fought his way through this game beautifully. They haven't gotten away with any loose passes, any sloppy ball handling when he's in the vicinity.
And he can't convert on the second. That misses. Leeds trail by 7. Here's Walker. Here's Faried. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He's laboring out there right now, guys. The shot has not been falling for him this quarter.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Walker. He kicks to Barnes. Walker the pass to Vucevic. Faried. Rebound by the Stars. Kid Gilchrist has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Looks like he's lost his focus a little bit. Not playing well in this quarter.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Yeah, the fans not happy at all with that whistle.
And the fans, as you would expect, not allowing their feelings to be kept on mute. They didn't care for that one.
Rebounded by the Stars. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, really at both ends of the floor. Nothing seems to be going their way.
Walker. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Kemba Walker.
He drops the first one, and that brings them to within 10. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Elites. Then for the Stars, Zeller, he's checked in for Davis. Chandler Parsons comes in for Kid Gilchrist. And Lillard subbed in for Iman Shumpert. And Zeller kicks to Lillard. Here's Big Dog. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. Now Thompson.
Yeah, looks like this one's out of reach.
Yep, just a matter of the clock running out now.
Pass tonight. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. Here's Lillard. So the Stars end up winning it.
Yeah, great game. And boy, you can tell the league is in wonderful shape talent-wise moving forward.
Well, I tell you what, they really seem to play well together. They were cohesive, a nice blend yielding excellent results for them.
Yeah, both teams certainly stacked with terrific young talent. A lot of promise for the future, that's for sure. So for those fans at home, we thank you for joining us. Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying, we'll see you next time.
One, 2. Check me out right here, yo.
Yo, the sun don't shine forever, but as long as it's here, then we might as well shine together. Better now than never, business before pleasure. P. Diddy and the fam, who you know do it better. Yeah, right, no matter what, we airtight. So when you hear something, make sure you hear it right. Don't make it out of yourself by assuming my music keeps you moving. What are you? You know that I'm 2 levels above you, baby. Hug me, baby. I'ma make you love me, baby. Get crazy, ain't gon' get you. And that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is all these cats. All these cats.
Great game tonight. How does it feel to come out here as a young player on such a big stage and really showcase your skills?